Hello, hello, hello. Happy New Year. Welcome. And it's great to be here. The first discussion of the calendar year. So I'm excited for all that's to come, and I'm excited to get into today's topic. As we are settling into early winter, I'm curious what you are noticing. So just kind of take a moment and like ask yourself, what are you noticing? What are you noticing physically in your body? What are you noticing emotionally? What are you noticing in the mind? What are you noticing energetically? So there is this shift, right? For most of us in the Northern Hemisphere, January is the coldest month of the year. And so there is this marked difference, right, between the last like 2 months. Things are colder, things are drier, things are bare and vulnerable. The leaves on the trees have all but fallen, right? Again, depending on where you are. So there's this definite change and this different invitation now for us. So this time of stillness and quiet really offers us a wonderful opportunity to receive. So we've let go of like doing and releasing. Those were all very autumnal themes and energies. And now this is that time to receive insight, to receive clarity, and to receive the visions that we have for ourselves for the year ahead and beyond. So it's a powerful time to really receive and to tune in. And today we're going to talk specifically about using winter's stillness for dream work and how the messages of our dreams, so these are dreams that we have while we're sleeping, hold great insight into our heart's truest desires. So that's where we're headed today. Um, for those that are new or are like, I know you, but I don't, right? Need a little refresher. I'm Devin, and it's wonderful to be here with you. I am an integrative health expert, an Ayurvedic health advisor, and a life coach. And my biggest passion is to support folks in overcoming the challenges of modern living, to support them in finding greater resilience and wholeness, overcoming stress, shame, trauma, all through aligning with nature's rhythms, nature's wisdom, to build that sense of resilience and clarity, vitality, and purpose. So that's me. You know where we're headed. Let's get into it. The power of winter's stillness. Winter, as I was saying, is this quiet and restful time. It's an ideal time for introspection and listening inward. It is a time of like nothingness. So it's this like still point we can think about. We're done with all of that shedding and releasing from autumn. We're not quite yet ready to begin to plant the seed. Right now we're like planting the seeds, but it's like not quite time to plant the seeds because we're getting clear on what those seeds are. Yeah. So it's a time for getting clarity. And for most of us, this is an uncomfortable time, right? Do you like winter? Tell me yes or no. For most people, they don't like winter. They don't like it. Our culture shuns rest and darkness and quiet. We are artificially lit all the time. We're over caffeinated so that we can like keep up and go and do the things and be on all the time. And our culture kind of demands this productivity and outward expression all the time, right? And so we can start to become very uncomfortable and afraid of being still, of being in the dark, of having silence, right? So is this you? I'm curious. Do you not like to be still and do nothing? Do you not like to be in the dark? Like the actual dark? Do you sleep with a nightlight, or does darkness make you uncomfortable? Do you fear that the when it's too quiet, do you get uncomfortable? Do you constantly have the TV on or music playing? So it's in this time of stillness and darkness and silence that we can actually truly feel, hear, and see within ourselves, right? When there's this other excess stuff that's coming in that we're receiving through the senses, that's what's getting our attention. And so we're only giving this innate wisdom like a little tiny fraction of our attention, because our systems are too busy digesting and receiving the other various inputs. So without this clarity and insight from ourselves, we end up walking around feeling lost and anxious, unsettled, ungrounded, and constantly seeking something outside of ourselves, believing that the answers that we seek are like out there, not inside of ourselves, when they are inside of yourself, and yourself is trying to talk to you and you might not be listening because there's this lack of darkness and quiet and stillness. And so the beautiful part about working with the seasons is that we are given these times to experience these energies in a very direct, overt way, right? So like we need some times of darkness and silence and stillness at all times, right? It doesn't matter if it's June or if it's December. And right now in the Northern Hemisphere, it is this literal winter, as opposed to that more abstract or energetic winter that we can have, again, June, May, doesn't matter. And so the invitation is to really receive and listen to ourselves. And this is where dream work can really be a wonderful tool. Our dreams are messages. They're little insights. They're visions. They are teachers. They are guides. They are the ways that we interpret and digest the world around us, our life events, our problems, our desires. It is this kind of filing cabinet, digestive system that occurs when we're sleeping. And so it's how we work things out. It's how we get really clear and honest with ourselves. There are some really powerful messages inside that are talking to us. This time of winter really invites us to tune into these dreams. And so the way to really have some clear, good, deep dreams is to get some good, deep sleep. So using this time to establish some really good sleep practices. Some of those include really holding your sleep time as like non-negotiable and especially sacred, especially in winter. So going to bed and waking at the same time every day, regardless of if it's a weekend or a holiday. Developing a evening wind down routine, maybe with some herbal tea, a warm bath, gentle stretching, whatever helps to signal to you and to your body that it's time to wind down, right? No screens, at least an hour before your bedtime. And then when you lay down to go to sleep, you can ask your higher self a question. If there's a specific situation or challenge or question that you have, you can ask that. You can set an intention just to receive guidance, or just set the intention to be open, right? I am open to receiving whatever it is that you have to share with me. And then keeping a dream journal beside your bed. And first thing upon waking, jot down whatever you can. So whatever is there as soon as you wake up, even if you're like, I don't even know if I dreamt anything, like just roll over, grab the pen and the paper. And again, like we're limiting technology here. So you're not like, to the best of your ability, keeping, a note on your phone or something. Get like a good, the old fashioned way, a writing utensil and a piece of paper, a journal, and just jotting down whatever you can. Maybe it's, a little image that you're drawing. Maybe it's just a few words. Maybe it's like a full on, like epic dream that you could make into a movie. You ever have those before? So whatever it is, just jotting it down, whatever feels insightful, whatever comes up automatically. And do it right upon waking because you're still in that in between liminal space and still really quite connected to your deeper subconscious self. And then spend some time reflecting on what's coming through for you. And do this, like ideally for the whole month. Gather some data. Analyze if there are recurring themes or symbols or emotional undertones. Um, really, yeah, gather as much as you can. Dreams can reveal our deepest desires and guide our decisions and goals for the upcoming year, but really, I mean, beyond, right? So remember also to be very metaphorical and abstract when you're doing this, when you're looking at these things and feeling into these things, because not everything that you receive is going to be literal or even like logical, right? So really pay attention to the emotional undertones and the feelings that are associated with the dreams. So that's what I have for you today. I would love to hear about any recent dreams that you've been having, any themes that you've been noticing, or previous experiences with dream work that you've had. Sleep is so incredibly sacred and something that I feel our culture is all too eager to overlook or skimp on, right? Most everyone I know complains about not having good quality sleep. And it doesn't need to be this way. It's so important for, not just connecting with our deeper selves, but ensuring that we are healthy and clear and energized and really living our lives like fully alive and fully awake. So use this time to really kind of troubleshoot any sleep challenges that you may have so that you can receive that beautiful gift of being well rested, both in your waking time and in your sleep time when those visions and those dreams are coming through for you. This is what wisdom winter has to offer us ultimately, really getting in touch with sacred sleep and rest so that we can listen and feel and receive all the wisdom and guidance that's flowing through ourselves. So thank you for tuning in, and I encourage you to embrace the quiet magic and wisdom of winter by really tuning into that magic and wisdom within yourself. So I'll see you next time. I'm sending you so many cozy winter vibes, and I look forward to continuing this conversation. Mwah.